What is up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today we are getting started with Jon Jones revealing why he chose Alex Pereira over Tom Aspinall. On a recent podcast with Jeff Wu, Jon Jones confirmed that he turned down a $30 million offer to fight Tom Aspinall and explained why. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel. According to Jon, he is not like other fighters who only fight for money. If that were the case, he would have already fought Tom. Instead, he wants to compete on the UFC White House card, and that is his main goal. He said the opponent does not really matter to him. However, he believes it makes more sense to fight Alex because there is more footage available to study. While Tom is the bigger fighter, Jon believes that a fight against either Alex or Tom would end the same way if he is able to take them to the ground. Here is what Jon had to say.
I don't think I care about what most fighters would care about. You know? Most fighters wouldn't turn down $30 million. They just wouldn't do that. Yeah. My goals are different than other people's at these days. Do you fight the guy who is impressive right now? No one, I don't think, is going to really care about a few years from now. Or do you fight the guy who's going to be remembered around the world for a very long time? I mean, in Brazil, Pereira is an absolute idol right now. Pereira could literally, one of the only things he says is trauma. And people are, no one even knows what it means. Yeah. But he has that it factor, and that's a part of the reason why I wanted to compete against Pereira. And I was 23 years old. I was fighting the top guys in the world. You know, I'm seeing Tom Aspinall around that same age getting manhandled by people that no one's ever heard of. I don't feel like I need him, especially after his last performance. I think time will show. But to me, it's the same fight. They both had holes in the grappling department. Fighting just to continue fighting doesn't make sense to me anymore. But to be at the White House is the reason why I'm out of retirement.
With Jon expressing that the only reason he came out of retirement is to compete on the White House card, it raises an important question. Will Dana White, who many consider Jon Jones' biggest supporter, be forced to put him on the card? Dana is known to hold grudges, and crossing him has never been a smart move. Just look at what happened with Francis Ngannou. Even now, Dana continues to speak negatively about him over issues that happened more than 5 years ago. Because Jon backed out of the Tom Aspinall fight after agreeing to it and telling Dana he would move forward, it makes me wonder if Dana will allow Jon on the card or make an example out of him and leave him off out of spite. There are many options for the White House card and nearly everyone wants a spot on it. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. In the same interview, Jon Jones also accused Tom Aspinall of faking an eye injury. Jon said he believes Tom faked the injury during his fight with Cyril Gane. According to Jon, Tom did not even grab the correct eye and appeared to be looking for a way out of the fight. Jon pointed to the Curtis Blaydes fight as well, saying Blaydes looked ready to dominate that night before Tom threw a kick and suddenly could not continue. Jon explained that when fighters suffer injuries, they usually try to stand up or limp, but Tom was completely done. Jon then broke down the Gane incident, saying fighters normally try to show the doctor their eye, but Tom insisted he could not see. Jon claimed the eye Tom covered was not the eye that was actually poked and that Tom seemed confused about which eye was injured. Jon said this showed him what was really behind the image Tom presents to fans. That UFC Qatar weigh-ins took place this morning ahead of tomorrow's event. Let us take a look at the highlights. The first fight was Shamil Gaziev versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Cortez Acosta stepped in on 3 days' notice and had also fought 3 weeks ago. He arrived in Qatar just 1 hour before the weigh-ins. Gaziev weighed in at 262 pounds while Cortez Acosta came in at 265 pounds. We also learned why Sergey Spivak pulled out of the fight. According to Nolan King from MMA Junkie, Spivak withdrew due to illness. Next was the co-main event between Belal Muhammad and Ian Gary. Belal Muhammad weighed in at 171 pounds. Ian Gary followed at 170 pounds, making the co-main event official. The main event featured Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. There were earlier concerns about Arman missing weight after footage showed him at 159 pounds hours before weigh-ins. Those concerns proved unnecessary as Arman officially weighed in at 156 pounds. Dan Hooker came in at 155.5 pounds. The main event is now official and fans will finally see Arman return after a long layoff. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Finally, there was an interaction between Paddy Pimblett and Ilia Topuria in Qatar. Several fighters are staying at the same hotel, including Paddy, Ilia, and Arman. After a previous near run-in between Arman and Ilia, it now appears Paddy and Ilia had words during the weigh-ins. Video surfaced showing Paddy greeting Ilia before Ilia responded aggressively. Paddy then told Ilia to calm down. The footage was shared online earlier today.
What's up, man? You alright? Yeah, man. Okay, let's just leave it there.
course nothing came of it besides verbal jabs. UFC security has done an excellent job keeping fighters separated throughout the event. Islam Makhachev sends a message to Dana White. Islam appears unhappy with how the UFC has been promoting fighters recently. In a recent interview conducted in Russian, Islam suggested that Dana White may be experiencing burnout after many years of success with the UFC. He believes Dana needs to return to his roots and focus again on hyping fights and building stars. Islam also mentioned that Dana is already looking for someone to eventually replace him, which is an interesting statement. Here is what Islam had to say. In the UFC, I think they have started putting less effort into promoting fights. Before, the UFC could turn almost anyone into a star. They promoted fighters themselves and paid close attention to it. Now it feels like the organization has lost interest. Dana is already a very big figure and he is involved in many other things. If the UFC wants, they can make any fight big. They just need to want it. Dana needs to return to his roots and remember how he started and built all of this. A person can lose motivation after being at the top for so long. I also know that he is slowly looking for people to replace him. It will be interesting to see whether the UFC can replace Dana White one day without major backlash. One possible option could be Conor McGregor, but given his issues over the past few years, that seems unlikely. Hunter Campbell appears to be the most realistic successor. Many fighters already go through him for bookings and he works closely with Dana in meetings. When the UFC sold to WMEIMG in 2016 for $4 billion, part of the deal required Dana to remain president. However, TKO does not appear to share that same view and may eventually move Dana out of the role. Dana also seems to have less control now than he once did and often avoids questions that he previously would have addressed. UFC updates. UFC Qatar takes place tomorrow at a very unusual time for fans in North America. The main card begins at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, so do not forget. After our video yesterday, Jack Della Maddalena released a statement following his fight with Islam Makhachev. Previously we shared comments from his coach Ben Vickers, but now we finally heard directly from JDM. Alongside photos from Fight Week at UFC 322, he said, "Thanks to everyone for the support. Islam is one of the greats and deserves the win. I will learn and move forward." Ben Vickers also spoke about the injury rumors surrounding Jack Della Maddalena during an interview with Submission Radio. He neither confirmed nor denied the rumors. He explained that once a fighter commits to a bout, injuries are not discussed publicly. When they stepped into the cage, they believed Jack could win and there were no excuses. They simply did not do enough on the night. Ein ally Ethan Ewing received a huge welcome back at work following his win over Malcolm Wellmaker at UFC 322. After returning to his job, he was greeted with an impressive reception celebrating his victory.
Yeah, Ethan!
Alright. All eyes on me. Back to the safety stuff. What's up, everybody?
Rico Verhoeven leaves Glory and speaks with the UFC. Next we have Rico Verhoeven officially vacating the Glory heavyweight title, which has sparked major speculation about a possible move to the UFC. If you are wondering who Rico Verhoeven is, he is one of the biggest names in kickboxing history and is widely considered a legend of the sport. He announced his decision in a very long Instagram post last night, but we will spare you the full reading. As a side note, the last fighter Rico defeated was Artem Vakitov, who was expected to join the UFC after previously defeating Alex Pereira. Rico is also close friends with Tom Aspinall and the two have trained together many times. According to Ariel Helwani, Rico has been in talks with multiple promotions including the UFC. Sources say he has not yet decided what his next move will be following his exit from Glory. While Rico is a legendary striker, it is worth noting that he is 36 years old. Would you like to see him compete in the UFC heavyweight division? Let us know in the comments below. Venom reveals Conor McGregor shorts for the UFC White House event. Finally, Venom appears to have accidentally leaked Conor McGregor custom UFC shorts for the White House card. A user known as Red Wolf MMA on X originally discovered the shorts back in September. The leak reportedly only appeared in Germany, and when the user shared it online, most people did not believe it, so nothing came of it at the time. Now the same shorts have officially been revealed through a Venom story confirming the earlier leak. McGregor custom shorts feature $1 bills along with the Irish flag. Conor McGregor deactivates social media. As speculation about his return continues, McGregor appears to be taking things seriously. Many fans noticed yesterday that he has officially deactivated his Instagram account, which has fueled even more discussion about his comeback. Breaking news: Anderson Silva vs Tyron Woodley confirmed. This morning, Most Valuable Promotions announced that Anderson Silva will face Tyron Woodley on the undercard of the Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua Netflix event. The bout will take place at 195 pounds and is scheduled for December 19th. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Let us know in the comments below. Ilia Topuria could be Islam Makhachev's toughest fight. One of the biggest debates right now is who presents the toughest challenge for Islam Makhachev. Some believe it is Ilia Topuria because of his striking power and knockout ability, while others point to Shavkat Rakhmonov due to his size and wrestling. According to Colby Covington, the toughest matchup for Islam is Ilia Topuria. Covington shared his opinion in a recent interview with Helen Yee.
You know, either Usman or who else they got that? I mean, I want to see the Topuria fight. Everybody wants to see the Topuria fight. I think it needs to happen. You know, whether they do it at welterweight or they do it at lightweight, that fight needs to happen. We need to settle it. And I think that Ilia will be his toughest fight because he has that low center of gravity, so he's a lot shorter. So it's going to be harder to take him down and hold him down. So he's got good jiu-jitsu. I see him getting back to the feet, and obviously he's one of the biggest punchers the UFC's ever seen. So I'd like to see Ilia get his hands on him and knock.
Daniel Cormier says Shavkat Rakhmonov would be the toughest fight for Islam Makhachev. Daniel Cormier believes Shavkat poses the biggest threat to Islam due to his size, wrestling, and striking ability. Here is what DC had to say. Islam versus Rakhmonov. The size of Rakhmonov, the wrestling ability, and the striking. If Islam were to fight Shavkat, that would easily be the hardest fight of his career. Who do you think would be the toughest fight of Islam's career? Let us know in the comments below. Khamzat Chimaev reveals sad news about his health. After Khamzat's dominant performance against Dricus du Plessis in August, he spoke about wanting a quick turnaround in his post-fight interview. Since then, however, his return has continued to be delayed. In a recent interview with Adam Zubairov, it was revealed that Khamzat will be out until after Ramadan next year, which is expected to be around the middle of March. According to Khamzat, he needs a small operation on his foot. He said, "My return will be after Ramadan. Right now I need a small operation on my foot. I will step away from training for a couple of weeks to heal, and then we will prepare after Ramadan. Whoever they give me, that is who I will fight. It will be interesting to see how the middleweight division develops during his absence." Khamzat was also asked whether he would step in if an altercation broke out in Qatar between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria. Khamzat said he would let them fight one-on-one, but warned that if others tried to get involved they would have to deal with him.